Why can't Starmer ban X? Good afternoon or good evening when this goes out. Thank you for watching as always. I've been thinking a lot lately about the reason why Keir Starmer hasn't banned X in the United Kingdom yet. He's not alone, by the way. Canada want to ban it, and so do Australia. But so far, none of them have actually acted to ban the platform. Now, before we get into the why, I just want to reiterate my opinion that freedom of speech was all very well and good. The establishment had no problem with it until everybody, including yours truly, had a digital megaphone or microphone to amplify what we think, and find that there's a lot of people that agree with us. We had no problem with it until the internet. This is the issue. It's always about narrative control, and that's something that's been lost with the digital age, and this is what they're upset about. If you look at the traction online, you'll notice specifically on X, formerly Twitter, that the certain MP, Rupert Lowe, beats any other MP, and it's not even close. And then you look at large online accounts as well, they have similar traction on X. Now I'm going to play a couple of clips, and then I want to get into a few bits and pieces after the videos as well, and then we'll get to why they're not moving on it. So thank you for your patience. The first video is Rupert Lowe in the Houses of Parliament praising X. Listen to the reactions.
Listening to the debate, it makes me reflect on the importance of parts of our constitution which give us freedom of speech and freedom of the press. Two incredibly important things, and I think we all owe a great vote of thanks and gratitude to Elon Musk and X, who has played his part in exposing a great deal of this evil.
So he's referring to the grooming gangs. Everybody knows last year that Rupert Lowe and Elon Musk both played their parts in blowing this up on X, and the government weren't happy about it, and eventually capitulated to hold a national inquiry regarding the grooming gangs, although we're not moving forward on it at the moment. Listen to the howls in the Houses of Commons from the banshees. Shame, shame the shouting at Rupert Lowe and Elon Musk. And why? Because they've lost the narrative control. And that's the most important thing. It's not about truth, it's not about lies, it's about who's controlling the narrative. And it's not them. And they don't like it. That's the first thing. And now I'm going to play the second clip, which is even more revealing. This is from a Lib Dem MP, Max Wilkinson, and he is the MP for Cheltenham down in the southwest. So we're going to play this clip now. This is very revealing as well.
We obviously have social media, which is a massive problem at the moment for engagement. I'm tempted to say, how you make your voice heard as a citizen in 2025 in the UK. Set up an X account and start writing some sort of nativist content, and it will go around the world really, really quickly. Your voice will be heard as quickly as you want it to be.
Two important things I want to say here. He clearly doesn't know how a social media algorithm works. A post or a video or whatever you put out can only gain traction if there's an audience for it. So what he's actually saying here is that right-leaning or nativist content gains traction. Why is it gaining traction? If nobody was buying what person was selling, i.e. putting out on a video, it wouldn't go anywhere. I know that from personal experience. The algorithm doesn't care what the content is. The algorithm cares about clicks, engagement, and views. That's what the algorithm cares about. So, the argument here from this Lib Dem, yes, dumb, MP, is that he thinks Elon Musk is amplifying right-leaning nativist arguments. Now, the second thing I wanted to say is even more revealing. He's actually implied that the algorithm not being depressed or managed by Elon Musk is the problem. Meaning if you put out something on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or whatnot, that's similar to what it is on X. It's not being depressed in the same way. So they're leaning on Google and they're leaning on other social media platforms, but they can't do that with X, which is what the problem is. So thank you for revealing that the engagement that you'll get on other platforms is less than it will be on X, and that's due to government manipulation. Never forget that the Lib Dems are part of the Uniparty. If you do not want a Uniparty MP down in Cheltenham, you know what you need to do at the next election. Get this numpty out.
Not in a way that I would be comfortable with, and I would suggest probably not in a way that most people on the panel this evening would be comfortable with either. But that is a really easy way to get your voice heard. Get some content about, how you think immigration's too high, or immigration is the big thing that's tearing the country apart.
Again, let's just reiterate the point. If there wasn't a market for this, if it wasn't popular, that's right, if it wasn't popular with the population, then it would go nowhere. It's as simple as that. This is extremely instructive. It shows you that the establishment is very, very happy with their stories being plugged, whether that's on Facebook or traditional media like the BBC. But they don't like it when they've not got complete control. When there's a lot of people in the country, in this United Kingdom and beyond, that are disengaged with politics. And the reason is because they think the game is rigged, and is rigged by the institutions, is rigged by the media, the legacy media that is, and the politicians. That's coming to an end, and that's what they can't stand.
Etc. And that goes around the world because social media run by the world's richest man, X, is now making sure that you can have your voice heard in a really easy way.
I don't actually think he realises what he's just said. He doesn't want the Gannons, he doesn't want people like me to have a platform, to have a voice, because for the past 100 years we've basically been gate-kept out of the political discourse. That's what he's admitting to here. Now he's saying the Gannons, the regular Joe public on the streets, has a way to make their feelings known. That's perfectly legal within the bounds of the law currently, and that's what he doesn't like. They want it shut down. Why are they not shutting it down? That's the £64,000 question, and we're going to get to that now. There's two potential reasons for why X hasn't been shut down. The first is Keir Starmer, 3-gear Kia, 2-tier Kia, has been selling all and sundry, and his best buddy Donald Trump, that we've got a long history of free speech in the United Kingdom. So he's made his bed on that particular statement, even though he's brought in the Online Safety Act. And now if he went and banned X, it would look really bad, and it would play really badly, both with America and most countries internationally would look on it badly, in my view. That's option number one, but I think the bigger issue is he's afraid of the Donald. The Donald's very big on free speech, President Trump is very big on free speech, and he's very big on protecting the rights of American corporations in international markets. If Elon Musk's Twitter, or X, were banned in the United Kingdom, I don't think the United States or the State Department would take it lying down. There would likely be diplomatic and political consequences that would be borne by the British public, and it would look really bad. So I think it's because we've got Trump Mark II in the White House is the main reason why they haven't moved and they haven't shut down X at this point. Make no mistake, if they get a blue candidate in the White House in 2028, 2029, just before our general election, then things may change. Think about it. If Kamala got in last time, do you think that we'd still have X today? I don't think so. As always, these are just my thoughts. Your mileage always varies. Comment below, you let me know if you think I'm right or you think I'm way off the money. Like and subscribe, do all of that great stuff, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.